everybody.
Just well, that was the thing is like I feel like I was so conditioned when I was younger to having to wear green on St. Pat. Like no one's gonna actually. I feel like that's not gonna be enforced now. Like we're I don't know
Now that
old
you're an
enough.
adult.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know that people really care about that anymore. But it's still so ingrained in me from like. You know, when you're younger, it's a savage game. Like, if you don't wear green, like, you're pinched to death. Like, I remember this one girl, she didn't wear green, and everyone just, like, mobbed her. Like,
That's so
they would be, like,
mean.
seeking her out to try to find her because they're like, she's not wearing green.
You want to know something? Why? It's a good color.
Yeah. Well, and,
You know,
and most of the time, like, it would always count if there was something at least green. Like, I think one time I wore a shirt with flowers and it had like green leaves or something, and they were like,
Yeah.
they went to pinch me, and I was like, no,
It's
no,
here.
look a little
I'm good.
closer.
Yeah.
So funny.
We're and y'all's like
when you're a kid, a pinch just means so much.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's
like a-
not even just the pinch. It's just like, I don't know, people just getting in your personal space
Yes.
like that. I don't know.
it's like acceptable bullying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
me.
Yeah, it was not a fun time. But yeah, so just remember Sunday, wear green.
Well,
Yeah, you're right.
Won't be
You're right.
haunted by
I
that.
don't know what bars are doing on St. Patrick's Day. I guess besides having people, I don't know if they're doing any trivia stuff.
Yeah, I think there are some like because I was at Galileo's the other night for SpongeBob trivia.
Oh my
'Cause
goodness.
my roommate and I are big SpongeBob fans. But anyways, I think they're doing like a karaoke thing on Saturday night, you know, which makes sense. Like they would do things on Saturday night to go into like midnight, you know, that's for St. Patrick's Day.
They can suffer all day Sunday.
I guess so, yeah. Just not even, be feeling well on the actual St. Patrick's Day.
I wish I was there for SpongeBob trivia. I feel like that's the only trivia I could go in with anymore.
Well, it's very much so one of those things. My roommate and I have been watching Jeopardy, also the same one. It's like that.
Prepping.
Well, yes, I
Into
guess
the
so.
mindset.
I don't think there were any SpongeBob questions in that, but yeah. So we both were watching it. It's on Netflix now. You know, they have a bunch of like the little tournaments.
Stop.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
it was. I saw that. They
Yeah.
have like more reality TV shows and stuff like that. Or it's under the reality TV category.
Yeah.
So you can binge watch.
Yeah.
Some
No,
Jeopardy.
we watched. They have a bunch of different versions of it, right? They have like the normal like championship one with the actual adults, and then they have teens, and then they have kids. We watched the teen one because we were like, you know, maybe it'll be a little easier
This will be
on
doable.
our level.
than the adult
Are you
one.
smarter than the fifth grader?
I don't know.
kinda?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's one of those things like how do those teens that they're all in high school, right? How do they know these things? Just these random like I don't even know. And some of it is that you could tell that they figured it out based on the clue itself,
clue.
like context within it. Just like so smart to know like, oh, well it said this one thing, so it's probably talking about this. Even though they don't know the actual answer, they can do a good guess.
Just an
you know?
educated guess.
Yeah, which is just like fascinating to watch. Like
like
these
you
kids
have to.
doing it, it's such a quick pace. But then that's part of the. We were mad at the SpongeBob trivia. We didn't do quite as good as we wanted to because there were just things we could not remember. It was like I remember the episode, I can see it all in my head, but I cannot remember. Like one of it, the questions was what's Plankton's first name, and we were both
Sheldon.
like, yeah.
Dovey would have.
Dude, it's there.
See, but we could not for the life of us remember.
that.
But then there were other random things that just like immediately remembered, and it's so frustrating because it's always just one question that we get caught up on. Like what?
There's actually like, yo,
No, but
yeah,
I've heard though. A lot of places have Harry Potter trivia, and I've heard that's a lot harder because they have it so often.
Oh, boy.
They have to, and people are such big. There's so many people that are big
Yeah.
fans
so
of
much
it.
material.
They
Yeah.
gotta
It goes so
make it.
deep.
Yeah, apparently it's very
You have the
hard.
books and the films.
Yeah, you're right.
Zoom was
oh,
that?
yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Zune.
Zune maybe with
Yeah.
an N.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Zune.
I don't know. I had like a really tiny one. I think it was like blue, but it did not work well. Like
No.
all the ones that I had seen that weren't iPods like that just didn't work well at all, which is why they had such a monopoly on it.
Yeah, I mean iPods made you feel cool.
Like the shuffle, but it was like the original
Oh,
clip
yeah,
when it was
yeah.
a clip.
I remember those.
That was the ultimate flex though, when you had like where you could rotate through, you know, all the albums on
Yeah.
your
Oh, man.
iPod. That was like whoever, you know, like how many turns you could get through.
And
like,
how
to
many
get-
CDs you can pack in that thing too.
Yes. it's changed everything, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
they'll still have to push stuff online because it'll still
Yeah.
have to show up. But
Well, and even like Taylor Swift right now, Natalie could talk more on this, but apparently, she's been releasing Instagram pictures all with the same theme, so it's kind of building up like
she's
having
teasing
that.
us.
That,
but
also,
she's building the era or the look of.
I just have to have something to hold.
Okay.
If
I feel
I
that.
can go to sleep.
See, I can't. Anytime I've ever like fallen asleep holding a stuffed animal, it always ends up on the floor, and I just don't think that would be any different with like a pillow or anything. Like I just can't. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I also sleep like in a ball almost. Just like curled up a little
Just
bit.
fetal position. Just kinda-
Not completely,
like-
but just like I don't know that I don't know.
I quit for a
Preserve heat.
long time.
And then someone said, force my cat to stay in the room so I don't feel alone. I think that's
Yep.
really funny.
Oh, everyone's done that with their pets.
Oh, yes.
Just like shut them in there so they can't leave.
Oh,
Well,
he's
dogs will.
stuck.
Well, dogs will always like, they're your boy. They're gonna hang
Yeah.
out with you. But cats are just gonna do their own thing. So I think it's funny. It's like,
See, but I have the same problem with dogs too, though, because they just love to explore things, or they'll like hear something and they gotta go check it out. So it's like, no, you're supposed to stay with me. Or especially because, like with my other family members, the dog will come hang out with me, but then it's like, oh, but this other family
They're
member, I
doing
need to go
something
hang
interesting.
Yeah, they just dropped a bunch of plates in the kitchen. Let me go
Yeah.
check that out.
My dog is very good at hearing that something is happening.
so that's not. I mean, that is kind of lonely, but it's not that bad.
No.
It's like everybody does it. Like I do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, it's nice because it even gives you something to talk about with people later. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I heard this on the radio. People say that all the time in conversation. Like, oh yeah, I heard that on the radio this morning, or like I heard this, I heard that on a podcast. Like it gives you something to talk about with other people. So it's something that could be like a lonely. You're doing it by yourself, but it turns into something that you could like, I don't know, turn into something that's not so lonely, like talking to other people about it, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Or something, you're like, yes, you are way more attractive than you normally.
Yeah. No, but it's the funniest thing too, though. If you like hug someone and notice they smell good, and you
Yes. Yeah.
tell them that they smell good, they have no response. Everyone that I've ever told that to has no response to how to like answer that. Like it's some kind of they're like, thank you. I don't know.
always say thank you with joy.
Yeah.
Because I do that on
Okay.
purpose.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
because people just don't know how to answer that for some reason. Like it's like the weirdest compliment. Because like I didn't mean that in a weird way. It's like you just smell
Yeah.
nice. I don't know if you put on a
Well, I
different
mean,
kind of deodorant
I mean,
or
they're
something.
trying. They're
Yeah.
trying to smell good. But that's
Yeah.
interesting.
My thing that I thought
You
of.
have one?
Yeah, I have one. I thought of it this morning. I think, I come from a family of very matchy people. Okay, my whole family just really great at just matching like outfits together, right? Especially my grandma, she's the queen. But like, so I cannot not match. Like if my outfit doesn't match in some way, then like it drives me crazy. I can't mix like colors that don't quite go together, it just doesn't work. And so when my outfit does happen to match, like if I can get my shoes to match like a subtle like color in my shirt or something, it's like the best day ever. It's guaranteed to be a great day. And so when a guy actually puts effort into his like outfits, like fashion-wise, like just in a subtle way, not like trying to be over the
Not a
top and
show
trying to
off.
get like attention necessarily. It's like little things like that where his like you can tell that he coordinated his shoes to match his shirt, or like even his socks to match. It's just I don't know. That's like
That's
really
your
attractive to me. Yeah.
Interesting. She's like, ooh, I think it's cute when you're angry or something.
No. I mean,
That's
I
like-
think there definitely is some reasoning behind. Like when guys show emotions, like when they're not afraid to show their emotions.
Yeah.
Like I think that is something that's attractive too. Not necessarily in an over-the-top way where again they're like trying to get attention with their emotions, but like where they're not unwilling to like cry about something, I think is really cool because it's like
Yes.
they're willing to share their emotions with you and not like
That's hard.
try to
That's
just shut down.
attractive. No, that's
Yeah.
attractive.
Yeah.
I don't think it gives her because she loves being able to give me comfort. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's why that always
and-
works.
No, girls love to like
They do.
help people, like comfort, like we'll comfort each other all the time, like girls, like
Yeah.
you see a girl crying, like the immediate reaction is to go hug them.
Yes.
Like even just like looking sad, you're like, let me give them
I think
a
it's a
hug.
maternal thing. Just like,
Yeah.
let me take care of you
Yeah.
emotionally.
And so that's
Yeah.
interesting that guys like do want that because you always assume that they
Low-key.
don't.
I have two more.
Oh.
I have-
Oh, you do?
I have two more.
Oh.
Okay.